Okay, let's go. Well, first of all, we are not all that interested in opera.
No.
And so we didn't know you at all before we came to the festival.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice if you introduce yourself for the readers.
Well, my name is Marko Bakker. I have had an opera training, but I'm not only an opera singer. I sing musical comedy, I sing classical music, I sing opera, of course. I did 46 different parts in the opera. And I sing sometimes light music, ballads. So it's a very plural, very, how do you say, diversity of directions I do with my profession. And I have had for 14 years my own television series in Holland, where I introduce young people, but also very well-known people from all over the world as guests. I sing with them, and they perform in my shows. And I have a radio show in Holland. By the way, I have 2 radio shows tonight, or this afternoon, to produce. And in that radio show, I play records. Normally, it will be operette, opera, and musical comedy. I have done several roles in musical comedy as well. For instance, The Man of La Mancha, I did it here in Belgium. And some roles in operette. I did many times the part of Count Danilo in La Veuve Joyeuse, Léa. I sang that everywhere in Europe, in the big theaters. And the reason I'm here is that I have been asked to do a film play myself, actually. I'm rather well known in my country. Play a role. I play myself, but in a very mild way, I do this a little bit as a satire. I don't want to put down my profession, but I want to take away a little bit of the aura of the opera and operette singer and relativer petit peu. What? And I think it worked. Okay. And that's the reason I'm here.
You said last night that Theo and Thea asked you to come to one of their shows and you refused the first time, and then you accepted the movie.
Yeah, well, they have asked me 2 times and I didn't like them. I didn't like the show. I thought it was a typical children's show, but not very interesting for me to perform as a guest. And then later, when they came with the plans of the film, they sent me some videos of other artists, very well-known, serious artists. And I liked that very much. They didn't put them down, they were very nice to them. And then when I saw the script of the film, I really saw an opportunity for me to do or to show what I just told you, that our profession is not all glamour, but I just exaggerated in the film, of course, with all the glamour and the opera prince or the operetta prince, which I am not, and people sometimes think I am. Yeah. But that was for me a big chance to say, okay, this is Marko Bakker, and that's film, you know.
How was it to act with these people? Are they as crazy on
No, they're very serious artists. They work very hard, they're very inventive. It's a team of 3 people actually, it's the director and the 2 actors. They have worked in theater together and they did already 3 or 4 years this television show. Very creative people and very, very nice to work with. For me it was a very nice experience.
But their show is a show for children. What kind of show is it? Is it, do you know, Pee Wee Herman?
They use certain subjects about life. Taboo. You know what a taboo is. They use taboos in their television shows to teach not only children but also people, to put them down on the facts that they didn't.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Adults watch them too, I suppose.
You did see them in television?
I saw the.
No.
I only saw the movie yesterday.
No, but they, of course, they sometimes in their television shows they did, for instance, little sexual problems about homosexuality or lesbians, or about children with problems with their parents, and they brought that in a kind of show as a story, but with a little background of philosophy and psychology in a right way. And the last year they had many guests from other parts of the profession, like television, not only singers or actors, but also a well-known physician and well-known, television presenter who presents on television, things like that, have talk shows.
Good. And do you think, did you watch their shows? Do the adults watch the show? Is it kind of a false children show, or is it really for children?
It's really for children, but it became so famous in Holland that everybody, it was on a Sunday morning on television. There's not much television. There was not much television Sunday mornings in Holland. And so the children were always watching it because they were very crazy about these two people with those false teeth. And then the parents started to look as well, and of course they, when the parents were going to look, they were going to change it a little bit in the direction for the whole family, make a whole family show out of it. And that worked, and then the result was that they had to, they had to make a film.
Mm-hmm. And their humor is very, well, tell the truth, we don't know much about Holland. How is the royal family felt in the country?
Well, I think there was an investigation, and I think there's 80 or 85% pro-royal family, right or left wing. We want the royal family, but they have a very good function now there. But they have not. It's not like the earlier days, you know, that the king had to say or was able to say everything. We have a government, and they rule, and sometimes our queen has a veto. She can say no, but normally she doesn't, because she's feeling the same way.
But they are respected by the people.
Yes.
They don't mind the humor.
No. They have I perform tomorrow. The day after tomorrow, I will sing for the royal family. This is a concert I am taking part of for nature, for environment. That's called the Green Lung, and they're coming to that. And I talk to them. My wife talks to them. They're very nice people, but we have respect for them.
Did they see the movie?
I'm not sure. But normally they are very well aware of what's going around in the world, especially in Holland. So they have. I think they have seen the series on television once in a while because they have kids themselves. But if they have seen the movie, I don't know. We see them once in a while on a premiere of a movie, but this is not the kind of movie one would invite the royal family to.
Well, I would invite mine.
Yeah. No.
The humor is somewhat special. When I saw the movie last night, I didn't get into the movie before 20 or 25 minutes, because I don't know why. I thought maybe it was a movie meant for people from Holland, and that the subtitles were not good enough for us to
not always
to get all the. But after a while, I go in and I love it.
You have to accustom to their humor, their kind of humor. They have a very special humor, and it's their humor, and they develop that, and that is known in Holland now. So if they come suddenly in a different country with their film, and even and especially because it is subtitled, you lose a lot of their humor in the first 10 or minutes or quarter of an hour. And once you're accustomed to it, you are going to appreciate it or not. You hate them or you love them. I don't think there's a way in between.
I don't know. These things,
You don't like it?
Average impression.
Yeah, I didn't like them too when I saw them the first time and on television. I didn't like it at all. I thought they were awful with those teeth. And then finally, it builds up, and I think it was great fun to work with them. But you have to accustom to it. And, well, a lot of people don't like them, still.
This kind of movie.
But it was a big success in Holland, the film.
You always have to get in. Like we saw the other day, Flash Gordon and the Cosmic Cheerleaders, the same kind of stuff.
Yes.
Almost.
Yes.
You like it or you don't, but
Yeah.
you know, if
It's a
you
little
get
bit Monty Python, you know. It's a little bit absurd humor.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like Monty Python. And more of them love them, of course.
Were you on the shooting during all the movie or just your scene?
No, I had, I think, in different periods, about 4 weeks shooting, 4 or 5 weeks shooting. No, less, I think, less even. Well, there was a lot of traveling to Switzerland, and so it took quite some time. And of course, with the preparations, building up my role, I had they were very, how do you say, democratic about me being in film, because they wanted me as Marko Bakker.
Uh-huh.
And I'm glad not somebody else played it. So it's very good for me to put down myself or my profession or the whole thing around the profession myself than somebody else does. Because then it might become a little bit ridiculous, and I take my profession very serious. So at any rate, in Holland it worked very well. It was very good for me to do this film.
Mm. Yeah, it's supposed to.
Because I have a certain image in Holland as a serious opera and operetta singer, and that mainly comes from television, of course. And of course, there's a lot of young people that don't like opera or operetta. And now suddenly, when they saw me in a movie, they saw, gee, he's just a normal guy, just like me, because he's doing this movie. He's putting his this whole thing, this image a little bit relativé. I don't know what the word is in English. Yeah. And
yeah, it's funny. We know. I didn't know. Well, I don't like opera. I know it's not my stuff. But I never knew. I never paid any attention to. I think it's Pavarotti.
Yes.
Till I knew that the guy likes football, and that makes him more human to
and
me.
horses, yes.
Since I don't know him through
I do
music
car racing.
or,
I do car racing. And all kinds of sports, sailing and skiing.
Are you going to do more feature-length movies?
I have had several opportunities to do movies. Just 1.5 months ago, I was asked to play a doctor, a physician, but first place I didn't have the time, and second I didn't think the role was very interesting. But if there comes a nice role which I can handle with the help of my wife, who's a very good coach and of course a very good actress, I might consider to do it again. But it must be something that I really can do and like to do, because the main thing I do is singing.
And do you know if the producers of the movie have plans to release it in Europe? Or?
Oh yes. We had a.
I have to go to Holland.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to go to Holland.
Dat gaat. Ik zie je this afternoon.
Okay.
At dinner. Is there an extra? Kun jij even een asbakje geven?
No, this is not.
Okay, I'll take this. Yes, I think they should have been here, as a matter of fact, because I just play a part in this film, but the producer and the people who made the film, and that's Theo and Thea, know much more about the whole thing. And thank you. And they should have been here to talk about the film if the people are interested, to ask questions and eventually defend themselves. But there are some plans about a movie, and I can't say anything yet about it.
And it is their first movie too.
It was their first movie. It was my first movie, but it was not the first acting I did, because I did already a television series as an actor, straight acting.
The actors. I mean, besides you and them, look like a bunch of friends. Are they really friends or?
Just actors.
Just actor.
Yes, they're known from television
Very
and film and
spontaneous
stage.
and,
Yeah, that worked very well. People in Holland know them.
mhm.
Not all of them, of course, but yeah, well, we became very a big family, of course, when we were working together.
Okay. Well, I think
You got enough?
that's
All right.
what we need. Well, we don't know. We said Gigi that we don't know if the interview is gonna be
In this
because
paper.
the editor is the one who decides that.
Of course, yes.
But I think it's interesting for us to know you because,
Yeah.
like I told you,
Yeah.
we don't know. I didn't know you at all before I came.
Are you from France or?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because I sing a lot in Belgium, I thought it was
No, this is French.
Oh yes, I see now. Yes, that's very nice. Highlander. I've seen the film. Very nice film.
You like it?
Oh yes.
The last Highlander 2. Maybe you saw the first one.
I saw the first one. I didn't see the
This
second
one is supposed to be terrible.
Yeah? Oh, I don't know. Normally they're not so good, the second ones, huh?
No, I don't think so.
Except the Rocky films. They have success everywhere. So leave
And
them.
Rumbles.
Yeah, and the Rambos. Mr. Stello.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And maybe we see you again in another movie. With,
Yeah, who knows? It's,
Busy guys.
yeah, well, I think that if I do another role, I think it will be a serious one. And I'll just see what's coming. There is a script already for a very good role. And but as usual, I think it takes years to have a good script ready and get all the sponsors and all the money together. Normally it's a matter of budget.
yeah,
People who
we
have to
talked
believe in
to Irving Kirchner the other day. And he says that even he can't raise the money to make a movie he wants to do.
Yeah,
And the guy brought like $600 or $700 million to the company. They still don't want to give him 10 or 15 just to make a movie.
oh yes.
It's crazy.
I don't know how long it took to get people interested in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah,
I think 7 years or so. People,
something like that. It's crazy.
unbelievable, and that's America.
That's Hollywood.
Yeah. Well, okay. I wish you success with your journal. I'm currently. May I have this?
Sure.
Have a look at it. Thank you very much.
No problem.